Hello, welcome to eMockups. Today I'd like to talk to you about the submission wizard. The submission wizard is the primary tool that you use to create web projects with eMockups and to upload your artwork files to us. But before we start, I'd like to bring your attention to our help pages. If you click on the help link in the toolbar at the top, it will take you to the help pages which display details about eMockups. It's a good idea to run through these pages. It gives you an idea of what you get when you get an eMockups website from us, what you don't get, and technical information about the sorts of the file types and the form of the file that we require. So have a look at that when you get a chance. But back to the submission wizard. Let's go to the home page and we'll click on the submission wizard button. Submission wizard comes in a nice modal box, which means that you can't click anywhere else on the screen. Now, if you have a username and password already with eMockups, you can input your username and password, press the login button, and you should do that first, which means that all your project files will be diverted to the correct place. If you don't have a username and password, it's no problem. You can do this process anonymously and you can sign up later time. But what you do need to do for step one is you need to assign a file name. So let's assign a file name. So we'll call it eMockups test v1, and we're going to click next to go through to the next page. Step 2 is about website orientation. In fact, many of the steps within this submission wizard are rather generic, which means that we don't want specific information about how your website will look, because your artwork file will tell us that. But this will give us an idea about how the general settings of your website are to look. For instance, let's select fixed horizon. Fixed horizon is where we have a fixed width, fixed height website, so that if you change the window that it will automatically center. So we've selected fixed horizon. We're going to leave vertical scrolling alone and click next. The next section, step 3, is the styling, and there are 6 major style families that we tend to use with web development. Now, the reason why we don't use specific fonts is that you have to ensure that the font that you're showing on your web page is present on the host on the computer that is viewing the web page. So for instance, if you have lots of clients that are using Macs, you have to make sure that the fonts that you've specified on your web page, they will have on their Mac, and the same is true for PCs as well. So this is why we use font families. That's not to say that you can't use a specific font, because you can, but you can let us know and we can offer guidance later on before the checkout stage. Let's click next. This is about navigation, where you want your navigation to go. On this particular option, I think I'm going to select right navigation, and I don't want an external CSS file created. If you get to a state where you don't know the answer to the question that's being asked, you can click on the blue bubble, and this shows all the questions that are being asked, and then you can get more information by clicking on the links. So I want an external file created, and it will give you information about that particular option. Let's click next. Step 5 is about what template you want us to create for you. If your website is not going into production, or you don't need to make many new pages, then you don't have to have a template created. That's fine, that's the default option. If you are expecting your website to go into production, you're going to need lots of new pages, and you're using Dreamweaver as your development tool, you can click on the Dreamweaver option. If you're using Visual Studio 2005 or 2008 with ASP.NET development, then we can create a Visual Studio master page. So let's select the Visual Studio master page and click next. Now, step 6 is about the artwork upload, and it says that it's optional. Now, it is optional, but it's optional for now. You don't have to upload your artwork now. And the reason why it's optional is because you may not have completed your artwork. You may just want to get the major settings created and then you can upload your artwork later. That's fine, you can do that. For the benefit of our users, we are going to upload a file. We're going to click on the file upload wizard and click next. We're going to accept the terms and conditions, and then we're going to browse to my desktop. Let's see what I can find. Videos. And we're going to select a web layout for use. Once we've selected the file, the art file, we click the upload now. Obviously this is happening quicker than it would be for you, but you'll get if it's quite a big file, you'll get a progress bar that will tell you, give you estimates of the file size and how long it's going to take. Anyway, so we've uploaded this file. Click finish, and then click next, and that's basically it. The submission wizard is complete. If we click finish, it takes us to a couple of options. It's asking us where you want to go. So we can either go to the home page or we can go to the trolley. If we click on the trolley option, this page is your shopping trolley, and it's saying that a file has been submitted on this date, and it's by the name of this file name, and this is the file that we've associated as the art file with this project, and that it's waiting checkout. There are some options below. There's a submission wizard box, so you can run the submission wizard again. There's an option to remove all the trolley items, and a checkout box. The checkout is what you would do when you're finished putting all your items in your shopping trolley, and you get ready to check out to the Google checkout payment system. But that's essentially the submission wizard process. You also get when you get items in your project jelly, you get a notification in the blue header bar. If you've got more than one item, it tells you how many items you've got in your trolley bar. So that's it. Thanks for listening, and I hope to speak to you again.